Welcome back, everybody, to another Fortnite news episode. This all around the Fortnite guy and the dealing with these racist situations. Ironically enough, it was just shortly after BloodX. It was a Fortnite Pro player who has been exposed apparently for being racist ever since has been let go from his organization. It was a terrible situation to be a part of from both sides. I did try and defend the guy because there wasn't exactly enough proof out there, for at least for me, to convict him right away. Although the way the Fortnite guy has handled this in several situations, if you guys are a fan of this channel, you know I have not approved of many things he has done in the past, this situation included, because these are situations around younger pro players and their future careers are at hand, and to deal with these situations has to be done very, very speculatively, and you need to look at all the angles around them. And the way that Fortnite guy handled this situation, ironically enough compared to his own player situation, are vastly different. So let's break it down for all of you. All this past week we had BloodX accused by Ghost Issa because he released a screenshot where he very clearly said the N-word, and supposedly he had other screenshots that were never shown to anyone else. Apparently Fortnite guy saw them, but he never showed the actual screenshots. Although I do not think Issa is lying, I do think that BloodX potentially did say the word, and yes, he must face those repercussions. The proof was never shown. When it came though to his own player for Team Gungarna, he has now been let go, which was, I'll give him credit for, the right decision to let him go. But yes, when it came to Bully, very ironic name for a player that you did sign without doing really any background checking. When it came to him being accused of scamming as well as being racist, you defended him at every single turn. When it came to BloodX, another pro player who was not a player of your own, you convicted him instantly. And I mean instantly on Twitter, and then you took that night to YouTube as well, and you posted an over-dramatized, way too long video, as you typically do, showed very little proof besides what Issa had shown you initially, and you convicted him instantly. But when it came to a guy of your own organization, that being Team Gungarna, if you guys had no idea, somehow the Fortnite guy does own that organization as well. A huge conflict of interest for a drama channel to own an organization who he can then clickbait his players on, but then call out other pro players. It's a confusing situation, a very confusing time we are currently in. So when it came to BloodX, he posted that instantly to Twitter to thousands of people that he was instantly guilty. He also posted it to his main YouTube channel to over 400,000 people. But when it came to his very own player in Team Gungarna, that being Bully, he posted it to the Team Gungarna YouTube channel. Much less of a following. Didn't really take the Twitter to instantly convict the guy. Instead, in both of his videos on his main channel, or at least the first one, he tried to defend him vehemently and give him any opportunity to be outed and actually not guilty and innocent in this case, because it was his own player. So the way you handle these situations when it comes to drama, it's so clearly a conflict of interest, because you out a player that is not your own player instantly, and when it comes to your own players, you give them every single benefit of the doubt, because yes, their careers are on the line and they're a part of your own organization, so they get some extra benefits, I guess. It just bothered me the most because in his video about Bully, he very clearly states that apparently, as the Fortnite guy, he always needs video evidence of some kind to actually convict people. He needs that extra evidence, not just screenshots, to make sure someone is guilty.
These guys who made these tweets with these screenshots need to DM me and show me further proof so we can figure out whether or not Bully did say these things. In the past, we've seen a lot of players be accused of a lot of things over Discord logs, and the screenshots ended up being fake a lot of the times, including the dub situation. A lot of you guys can relate this situation to the one I'm covering on the Fortnite guy about BloodX from E11. We did see further proof. What I look for in these situations is video proof and screen sharing, so like TeamViewer or on Discord, so I can actually see them go to the chat and show me it.
But where was that evidence in the BloodX case? No one is big enough in calling him out for this kind of stuff, because where was the evidence? All we have seen is a single Discord message. I am not calling Issa a liar, but when you actually skip forward to the very end of that video, because once again, they're over dramatized, they're way too long, never really gets to the situation until the very end of the video, which seems very convenient. But at the very end of the episode, he does clearly state that apparently Issa had shown him several screenshots of BloodX being racist, but he couldn't show it for the proof. Apparently Issa told him to not show it for proof, which, how does that make sense? Issa, you were the first person to release a screenshot of BloodX saying the N-word. You've already ruined his career. So when it comes to actually posting final proof, even a second screenshot, maybe even a third as well, to actually have final proof of BloodX being a racist, you then tell the Fortnite guy that yes, here are the screenshots, but say not to show it on video. So you're willing to out this guy, BloodX, ruin his career with one screenshot, but then when it comes time to actually finally prove yourself, you can't show the other screenshots. How does that make sense at all?
So at this point, I was like 99.9999999% sure that Issa did not fake these DMs. There's no way he would. So I DM'd him just for peace of mind, and I said, hey man, can you show me a little more proof just to know that the DMs are legit, because I don't want to say something in my video when it's not true. Then Issa responded and he said, of course, just as long as you don't make it public. So I can't really show you guys, but he did show me more proof, and there were a ton of screenshots of him saying the N-word with the hard R multiple times across different messages and different people.
So it's just so vastly different. In the bully case, he offered him every opportunity, even 2 separate videos on his much less popular channel out there, to have an opportunity to be innocent. When it came to BloodX, he was apparently instantly guilty, and they never showed the proof. When it came to bully, there was way more proof shown, way more screenshots shown in the bully case, but he still offered him every opportunity. But when it came to a player who was not inside his own organization, boom, instantly guilty, instantly outed to hundreds of thousands of people out there, and that should piss you off. I don't care whether Issa lied or not. I don't think he is lying, but we do not know because the proof was not shown. And the fact that you were willing to post a single screenshot of a player posting the N-word, but then when it came time to actually showing final proof of multiple screenshots, you told the Fortnite guy that yes, here are the screenshots, you can post your video, you can actually confirm BloodX is guilty, but don't show the proof that was used to confirm he's guilty. How does that make sense? I'll give Michael credit where credit is due. Kicking bully was the right thing to do, but when it comes to actually having players inside and outside of your organization, you must treat these cases the exact same, because these cases were nearly the exact same. They were both players, or I should say, were exposed for previous times where they had potentially said racist statements or used racial slurs, and you treated these opportunities very, very different because one was inside your organization and one was not, and that is why there are so many conflicts of interest of running a dramatized Fortnite channel and owning a Fortnite organization. And if you guys can't see that, well, I'm glad I could at least call it out, because it seems like no one is talking about this. There's a few people taking to Twitter, but actually making an official video and showing his wrongdoings. I just feel like he needs to learn from this kind of thing. And yes, I do seem kind of angry, although both players are probably guilty in this case. The way the cases were going about and the way that you convicted these players, at least one of them, that being BloodX, to me seemed very, very unfair due to a conflict of interest. So very curious what you guys think about this. Feel free to leave a lengthy comment down below. You guys can explain what side you're on and how you see this situation, because maybe you see it differently from me, and maybe it looks better for you guys. A lot of it just does not add up, does not make a lot of sense out there. But as always, my name is Jake. I hope you guys all enjoy Fortnite news. More stories coming sometime very soon, because for some reason this scene is just filled with drama. I'll see you guys sometime soon. Drink coffee. I'll see you.